Hello, my name is Jason Roberts. I'm responsible for technology globally at Randstad Sourceright, and today I'm happy to introduce you to TalentRadar. This is our system that helps us to combine data from multiple data sets in order to provide insights that we've never had before. Here's what I mean by that. Right now, you're looking at our data warehouse. This is actually a live view at the time of this recording of the data warehouse. And the green lines are actual live pieces of data coming in. Now, in this case, we have data coming from our Great People CRM site, and we're combining that with some data, probably a table with some keys and things like that, that's Excel based that we've uploaded over a period of time, and it may be on a steady set of uploads. The data on the outside represents data sources. The section on the inside, these blue pieces in the middle, these are all things that we call magic. Actually, this is where we combine data from multiple places to provide insights we couldn't get just with a single piece of data alone. So the uses of that are tremendous. So we can oftentimes bring information together like applicant tracking system data combined with vendor management system data. Then because we're tapped directly into Monster on Monster's back end, we can bring market data from Monster and add that in. So imagine you're a Fieldglass user and a SuccessFactors user, or say you're on Fieldglass plus Taleo. We can combine the views of those data sets into a single thing so that you can know what's happening with a broader set of workers. On top of that, we could advise your hiring managers on what the market trends are for any type of position that they're currently trying to fill. We know what the external market is from third-party purchase data that we have here. We know what the data is from Monster, and we know what the data is from all of the different systems that we work with, and where our customers have given us permission to use their data for benchmarking. You get access to that as well. So this is a very powerful system. It allows us to see a lot of things. Here's what it looks like when we're actually able to do a combination. So what I want to show you is an integrated talent dashboard. Now, we can show dashboards combining information from lots of different places, but integrated talent combines an applicant tracking system with a vendor management system. These are two systems that have very commonly related data, but we don't see their information combined very often. But we're seeing many of our customers ask us to show both contingent and full-time hiring. They're basically saying, show me how many workers I've added, not necessarily how many workers in a specific type of role. And that's what this is. This is combining full-time worker data from an applicant tracking system and contingent worker data from a VMS. Now, each of these reports allows us to see a little bit of a different view. In this case, you would be answering the question, what role do I hire the most often? And it's a word cloud view. And when you look at a technician, you say, man, I hire a lot of technicians. That's 675 technicians. If I drill into that, I can get a breakdown of how many are full-time workers versus contingent workers. And we can drill all the way down until we get to a raw data set for every one of these metrics. Now, this is a view called the Talent Advisor Toolkit. So if we went and decided to perform work as a talent advisor, which means we would sit down with a hiring manager and talk to them about the types of roles. So for example, a hiring manager might come to us and say, I want to hire a Java developer. So we'd go in and we pull all the information about Java. We would select the applicable jobs. In this case, I'll just pick all of them so that we can move quickly. And it will limit our view to just the roles that are related to what we're looking for. And we can see all sorts of information in this case. Now, we can pull this from applicant tracking systems. We can pull it from vendor management systems as well. In this case, what it does, it tells us what's our average time to submit a successful candidate. What's our average time to fill for this role? This is, I believe, a contingent data set. We can do the same thing for applicant tracking systems. How many people are rolling off of projects in the next 30 days, and how many people have started in the last 30 days? What's our expected bill rate? What do we expect to pay for candidates that we find in this space? What's the geographic breakdown of where people are ending, and things of that nature? So this is the Talent Advisor Toolkit. It allows us to have a very consultative view. Now, another thing we might want to do is sit down with a hiring manager and talk to them about the types of positions that they fill the most often. So for that, it's almost like a mini QBR for each and every hiring manager. In this case, we've picked a hiring manager that has lots of light industrial labor, so lots of volume, so that we can show you kind of what this looks like. And they have a bunch of people rolling on, rolling off, and we get a nice calendar view of what that is. We know that there are 10 people rolling off, and we can have a conversation about, would you like to add a person, add some people in advance so that you never have a gap in the people that are working for you. We get breakdowns of their bill rates and their time to fills and all the sorts of things. But this is a snapshot of that hiring manager's world. So in this case, there's high volume. There's lots of jobs for this particular manager, 307. So they fill a lot of roles. In many cases, it may be a handful, 10 or 15 roles, even 2 or 3. But we can still see the details of the roles that hiring manager has by just peering into the data and having a conversation that's very consultative with them. The idea is to arm our recruiters and specifically our talent advisors with the information to give a very consultative experience and allow hiring managers to make better decisions as they go. This is the Talent Advisor Toolkit.